Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Brainiac Baseball, Sports Cards, and Gaming. We are back with Race 16 here in Season 109 of Grand Prix Racing Online. Today's race takes place in Buenos Aires, Argentina. We'll talk about our plan for today's race momentarily. Let's have a quick recap. We've got about 12 and a half minutes here before the race starts. So let's take a look at the standings. You'll see that I'm in second place with 88 points at this uh, juncture of the season. With two races to go, there's no way that Ankov could knock me out, the fifth place driver. So I'm certain with two races to go that I have enough points for promotion. And that's good news because, last race, race 15, I finished fourth, but I got very lucky. On the fifth lap of the race, my car started smoking out of nowhere. In the race summary, when everything was done, I found out that somehow I bumped into a barrier or to the wall, and it damaged my side pods, which lasted for 3 laps, and then it stopped smoking magically, and we got back in the race. We probably would have finished about sixth, but there was a couple of last-minute pits by drivers that were in front of us, and we ended up finishing fourth place, which was great because that did kind of clinch the promotion that will take place at the end of the season. So we feel good about that. We don't have to worry about anything except for just finishing with the most money that we could possibly make. Whether we win or not, whether we get the pole or not, none of that particularly matters. As long as we don't fall any further than fourth, which seems mathematically impossible, we should be fine. I did get back on the pole for last race after having 11 in a row. Today, we're going to start second. I actually had the pole up until about an hour before the qualifying closed. So I was a little disappointed that we got second today, but it's all going to work out fine either way. So there we go. There's our season standings. Let's take a look here at our car. Now, it would be foolish of us to spend any unnecessary money. I did have to spend a little bit of money to get our gearbox and our brakes back to level 3. I don't want to go into amateur level with any level of my car below that. So after today's race, regardless of what the percentage of wear is for any of our parts, we will not be spending any money. It is likely that we'll start the final race of the season with worn parts that will cause us to smoke, and we'll just be out there taking a Sunday drive until the end. So we can expect that to happen next week. Whatever money we get will be great. So yeah, we will not be repairing any further parts after today's race. We have 17, almost $18 million. I would like to go to amateur level with 30 million, but I don't know if we'll get there or not. It'll be close. Okay, so let's get back to the main office here while it's, I don't know why it's taking so long. And I don't like that at all. Let's go. Okay. That seems to be no problem. There it is. The side pods were damaged after a touch with the wall. That's what happened. Okay, there we are. So then I did practice 8 laps. There is some rain for this race. Most likely the entirety of the race, it will have some sort of precipitation here. And the temperature will be warmer than we've had any race this season. So we're going to go with medium tires if it happens to stop raining. I don't know when or if it will, but the best probability would be late in the race where there's only a 50 or 60% chance. I don't know how it can't rain all race, but it's possible that it might not. There's 72 laps. You'll see that this course here, based on the distance, is right in our wheelhouse. We had the most success here. It is a clockwise track, one long straightaway, and then a bunch of loop-de-loops to get you back around. This other opportunity here for us to accelerate to the max will benefit us, and then we come back around. So it should be, I mean, with the rain, we're going to be as cautious as we can be, but so we practiced all 8 laps with rain tires. We tuned it in on our 6th lap. That's what we went with, basically for the overall. Now, the first, I guess I should show you this. The first qualifying lap, there was no rain. The second one, there was. So we went with the medium tires. Um, here on the first qualifying lap, and we pushed the car a lot. And we did medium because of the temperature. And so we ended up qualifying 4th best, the lowest we've qualified in any qualifying lap this season. Then we came back with our second lap where we pushed the car a little with rain tires using the same setup, and we qualified 3rd. So 4th and 3rd, but cumulatively, our total lap time put us in 2nd place. So we're going to start with rain tires, 64 liters. Although you can go much further than that with rain, but I mean, we're not trying to win today. We just want a solid finish. We pushed the car a little bit there, that second qualifying lap. We got 6 minutes until the race here. Again, I don't really show my race setup, but we're kind of at a point now where it doesn't much matter. If we have to go with 3 pits, I'm going to go with 62 liters. Tires at the start, rain. Tires when it's raining, rain. Tires when it's dry. We're going to go to medium. I always wait 1 lap when it starts raining because that's usually will mean, and I'm giving away some strategy here, but if everybody in front of me pits on the first lap of raining, allows me to lead a lap. Here's the risks for today. Not very risky when attempting to overtake a 15, defending 15. If the track was clear and dry, a 15. If it's clear and wet, we keep it pretty low. We're going to avoid trouble at the start of the race. I don't, if we drop back to 5th or 6th, I'm going to let everybody else out there competing for a position to get by me. I don't mind. We will use 1 boost lap today, and that'll be at lap 70 out of 72. So 70, 71, and lap 72 will all be boosted. And that's pretty much all you need to know there. That's the strategy. Now, driver training, I did something I've never done before. I did a couple things. First of all, I changed the photo of Ian Wilson is the same, but I changed his color of uniform to be the same as our racing car, our car skin. And then for training, I did something I've never done before. I gave him a ninja class to give him a little bit of aggressiveness going into the next level. I don't know. I wouldn't think that the driver's skills would revert back to a basic setting for promotion. I don't really know, but um, I know that Ninja will give you a little bit more aggressiveness, and that's what we did for Ian Wilson. It doesn't really help as much now, but maybe next season when we're promoted, that'll look good. We've also started negotiating with a 3rd sponsor. We've already got 2 on board, and we'll definitely take that money. Look at the starting grid. Right here, you'll see that I am starting 2nd overall to Ilya. It is, I think, he's got the only other pole other than me this year. He's got 3 of them, and I have the rest. There's Calusi, Ankov, Keeble. David Silva's back. I realized why he hasn't been participating the last 2 races. His driver only has 1 race left under contract. I suppose he's going to use that today. There's Brau, Samina, Mendoza, Waidira, last week's winner. Good job by him. Mossberg back at 11th. Tarok, Paquette, Cavalagos, Daly, Mariano Gonzalez, Sushi Bar. We got a newcomer from Brazil, Daniel de Oliveira, Juan Lucerna, and then another newcomer from the Russian Federation. I don't really know what his name is. We'll call him Brian Money. That's what it looks like. We'll call him Money. And so we have two new drivers in today's race. Those who did not qualify, Carodi did not, Lagote did not. Zoltan Lazar had been there for a few races. Egon did not participate today. Mateo Pina played last race and is not participating in this one. So, okay, we got 2 minutes to race time. Let's go ahead and get to the track. We got some new friends on the friends board, which is fun, including someone who is a friend of the channel here. Hey, it is raining. That's pretty cool. Let's get the full screen going. Watching it here on the big screen in my living room. There we are in second place. I love to go down the grid looking at the cars. This is kind of my favorite thing to do, really. There it is. On pole, it's Ilya. And then there's our car in the number 2 spot. Number 3 is Calusi. He's been coming on strong here at the end of the season. I bet you he'll win next year. Ivan Ankov in the 4th spot. He's in 5th overall on the outside looking in. James Keeble. Can't forget about Keeble. He's got it sewed up right now. He's in the number 5 spot. Number 6 is Silva from Brazil. There is Christophe Brau from France. We got Giuseppe Samina starting 8th. And 9th is Fernando Mendoza. 10th is Pierre Widera, last week's winner, as I mentioned. Number 11 is James Mossberg. He'll be promoted as well, most likely. Rufo Tarok in the number 12 spot. There's Frankie Paquette in 13th from Canada. 14th is Kavallagos from Greece. 15th is fellow American Jeff Daly. 16th is Mariano Gonzalez from Uruguay, I believe. Sushi Bar, great job by Sushi Bar, hanging in there every week. Number 18 is Daniel de Oliveira, the rookie. For his first race, Juan Lucerna from Uruguay as well. And the final spot will be Brian Money, 20th overall. Okay, let's go ahead and pull up the leaderboard. We'll click it back to us. There's everybody. All 20. Why is it not all 20 on one screen this time? That's interesting. Well, I don't know why that is. Then we have, with 22 seconds, we'll cover this quickly. There's the friends list. Welcome Al Bunch and Martin Rome. Evan Manley contacted me, I think, and Jake Clark, a new friend here. And then our team, there's our 9 guys. I'm starting 2nd, Danny 3rd. Julio Lucarelli starting 4th in his race. So here we go. It is underway. Raining cats and dogs. Let's back out just a little bit. Oh, we go into the corner here. What? Oh, okay. So this is not, that's not counting. All right. All right. Well, see, you never know. It was first time seeing this track. I had no idea what it would look like. Now we kind of know. Wow, I am going incredibly slow. Feel free to just burn by me, everybody. That's fine. We are trying to avoid trouble. Ilya Ankov, Calusi. We got Keeble right behind me here. Scrolling on back behind Keeble's Brow, Silva. Samina getting past Silva right there. It would be great to lead the first lap occasionally, but that's just not going to be in it for us today. Okay, so we're using the full track. This is not at all what I expected. So we're coming around, then we're going all the way straight down and around. I guess that's what it does look like, doesn't it? I really was hoping we would use more of the track, but I guess not. Well, this is why we do this. We're all learning together here. Okay, here's Keeble getting by me. Also Tarok. Also everybody else who has a good working vehicle right now. I've fallen back to 7th. Again, we're not trying to win. We are simply trying to survive. And I feel like with our pit strategy today, we will be right there at the end, getting some points. That's all that matters. So I'm not frustrated by being back to seventh place. I may be a little discouraged that we didn't get to use the full track. That's kind of what I thought. It's all right. Okay, so lots of rain. Other drivers certainly way more aggressive than we are. Um, Brow up to sixth. Behind me is Samina, followed by Silva, Mossberg, Mendoza, Daly. Um, I didn't really get a good look at the pits. We'll take a note of that this time around. I don't really know if this is a long pit entrance or not. Because of the rain and because we are all driving considerably slower, this might go a little bit longer than our typical hour and 45 minutes, but that's fine. I enjoy just sitting back and watching everything kind of develop. That's what's fun for me. Okay, well, we've got ourselves a long snake here, as it looks like Ilya, Ankov, Kalusi have all separated from the rest of us. Ankov is just tearing it up. He's already crossed the start-finish line. Silva gets past Samina and is now into eighth place behind us. This is the first race this season with rain, so I do kind of wonder how everyone else has created a strategy for getting through this today. I chose to be more cautious than normal in this type of a situation. We've really got nothing to lose today, but um, I guess I just want to try to preserve as much of our parts for the final race so that maybe we can get a little bit further in the race um, next week, where we don't have to have a complete race where we're smoking all the way around. So I think the strategy for rain tracks is typically just one pit because you can go so much further on rain tires. But I've chosen not to do that. I've just chosen to stay with my same strategy and will just be comfortable. Um, oh, almost got by him there. I was watching. Is that Keeble try to get around Tarok? That's what that was. So Ankov and Kalusi, similar looking vehicles ahead of us there, don't seem to be pulling away like I thought they might. But Ilya absolutely crushing it. Now Lucerna, all the way back here in 19th, has a sixth level car and doesn't seem to make a difference at all. We know that he always uses a one pit stop strategy. And since there are so many that are using that strategy today, probably that'll be negated, I would think. Good job by, um, I'm sorry, is that, we're seventh, sixth, fifth, fourth. Okay, so Keeble got by Tarok. That's what happened. Okay. We're on lap 4. We've got no boosts until lap 70, so we don't have to think about that at all. We do seem to be holding our position just fine. We've made a couple moves on Brow. We all bunch up here at the corner, the hairpin corner. All right. Wow, in fact, Lucerna has dropped all the way back to 20th. Brow gets around Tarok. I almost made a move as well. Only 20 cars in the field. To me, that's a huge bummer. We had as many as 27 in one of our later races this year, but um, that's one of the reasons why I'm really looking forward to getting promoted is having 30 or more cars every race. I think the further you go up, it's going to be a bigger challenge, but I just enjoy seeing a full track of cars all competing. I'm really doing a whole heck of a lot here. But this snake that we're in the middle of here, with Keeble as the head of the snake, everyone's staying together. They're all bunched up. What car is that? Is that Cabalagos? And then Gonzalez, and then it's a little bit of a break back to Widera. There goes Brow trying to get around Keeble. Does not get there, though. Does anybody ever read this down here in the corner? The actual live updates of what's happening on the track. I don't know if you can turn that off or not. I don't ever notice it. I don't know if anybody who's watching ever notices it, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so we did not actually get a good look at the pits. I keep forgetting to do that, so we'll do that here. So this is where you would enter the pit and come around. Looks like somebody's colon or something here. This is a long pit. I do not like this at all. That makes it a little more frustrating when you're competing for some points and you got to pit late. That's not going to happen to us, but like I said, if it's going to stop raining, it's going to stop raining in the fourth quarter. As Brow gets around Keeble, I think Keeble's probably got a similar strategy to me, which is like, go ahead and let everybody else um, make mistakes. We're going to be there at the end anyway. Uh, so as long as I'm staying up here and being competitive, I'm fine. But yeah, if it stops raining, it's going to stop raining late. That's the only real opportunity. So you know what? We just be patient and wait for that to happen. And if that does happen, if it does stop raining, there's going to be complete chaos. If things could get jumbled up pretty quickly, and that'll make it a lot of fun. So Ilya with his 12, 13-second lead over Calusi. I mean, it's a long race. Anything can happen. Um, I'm not certain that anybody who's got the lead right now is going to finish with the lead. Silva trying to get by me. No such luck. I guess Keeble was holding up Brow because Brow is pulling away from the pack at the Horquilla corner. Great job with the graphics here as I try to get around Keeble. I mean Tarok, my bad. And then Silva makes a move on me. And we all fall back into line. I've never been to Argentina, but I did work in an international business where Sushi Bar's got a technical issue already. I did work in a international business where we would have some Argentinian customers, and they couldn't have been any nicer. But I guess, and I don't think this is I'm making too much of a judgment, but um, all of the Argentinian women that I've ever met were very I don't know if this word translates well to other languages, but we're very snobby. very kind of stuck up. And I'm not saying that as every single one, but I always got that impression that Argentinian women were very um, kind of snobbish. And I don't know if that's true outside of my experience or not, but that's my impression. Whereas, like Brazilian women, where I had a lot of customers that were Brazilian women, were just about the sweetest people on the planet, other than Australians. Um, in my experience of working in this field, but anyway, I don't know. I'm throwing that out there. We have no Argentinians in our field. Cavalagos makes a mistake. There he goes. He is going way off the track. I think he just went to Arby's to get himself some roast beef. And now Keeble's got a technical issues. Okay, so Keeble and I have the same philosophy. We are not spending any money on parts. Everybody's, you know, he's secure, I'm secure. We're just trying to make it to the end. So, yeah, kind of crazy there with that Cavalagos making the driver's mistake and Keeble now having a technical issue. We should get by him fairly quickly here. Actually, he's not doing anything. Silva's off the track. And there he goes. Way up here, taking the long way around. He drops back all the way to 13th and completely off the pace. Okay, well, so far it doesn't really seem to be slowing Keeble down at all. If anything, it's preventing us from getting by him and keeping up. Let's see if he goes in to the pits. I don't know if it's a repairable issue like mine was last week or if this is a real component issue. Mossberg is up to 9th. He doesn't really seem to be making much of a move. Ooh, I just fell back to 8th as Samina gets by. And it looks like Cable's going to stay out. So whatever his problem is, it's not engine related. He doesn't seem to be slowing down, although he's slowing us all down. Oh no! Tarok is, wow, he's going way off the track. Man, they're not messing around here. When you go off the track, you really get pushed back. So we're back to 7th. I tried to get my spot back from Samina. Now Samina will get by Keeble. Thank you. And will I get by? Oh, I was thinking about it there. Didn't happen though. And now I'm going to take the inside, and I've gotten past Keeble. Okay, now let's see what we can do here with some open space. Can we make up any ground on Brow? That's Brow right down there, I believe, in the red car. Keeble now getting pushed back by everybody. Mossberg gets past Keeble. Mossberg definitely still playing for position. He's not guaranteed, and neither is Ilya. If Ilya stays in front of Ankov, that should guarantee. Whoa, Jeff Daly in 8th place getting past Keeble. I love seeing Jeff Daly be aggressive today. Mossberg trying to get by me. I mean, I would have let him by, but we got the 3 Americans right there in a row. Pardon me while I take a little drink here. Oh, I almost got past Samina. Okay. I'm an old man, so like all old men, we like to talk about our health. And I went to the doctor's this morning for a physical checkup. And I guess I'm like super dehydrated. Um, I should be drinking like 3 liters of water every day. 3 liters. I don't think I intake 3 liters of liquid total in any day. And I drink probably 2 or 3 cups of coffee, which I guess it doesn't count. I will sometimes have an energy drink instead of a cup of coffee, like a Monster or a Red Bull or something. And then I usually do drink some water, like maybe a 12 or 16 ounce bottle. And then I'll have some whiskey at night. And that's been my routine for, I don't know, most of my later adult life. So, at some point you have to change for your own good. And so I stopped and I bought a total of, I bought 2 1.5 liter bottles of water. And I'm looking at them. I have them sitting right here next to my desk. And not my desk, the um, uh, uh, coffee table. And so sitting here and I'm looking at it like, how am I going to drink 3 liters of water before I go to bed tonight? I have no idea. That seems impossible. But that's what I got to do apparently. Now we're down to 24%. And just to finish that thought, I'm totally healthy otherwise. My good cholesterol is a little high. My good cholesterol is a little low, and my bad cholesterol is a little high. But otherwise, it's not that bad. So our fuel is down to 24%. I bet we'll be one of the first to go in. Is that Jeff Daly trying to get by me? Go, Daly, go. Mossberg back to ninth. Um, Hebel back to 13th. Yikes. Hmm. I am really excited to be promoted and to see what happens next. Like, I don't know. Um, we will keep recording these videos, that's for sure. So once I get promoted to amateur, those videos will continue. We've entered the final month of my baseball sim here at Brainiac Baseball Sports Cards and Gaming. We're down to the final 29 games, and I just can't wait for that to be over. It's been a very frustrating season where we've kind of had to rebuild our team, and so the players that we've been putting out to compete every single day are just terrible compared to the rest of the league, and it's been very frustrating losing so many games. But when the season's over, we'll make some roster adjustments, and we'll be better next year. But we'll still be a losing squad for probably one more year. People makes a mistake, and he's going off the course. Everything going wrong for Keeble as he's dropped back to 16th. He's right there with Sushi Bar. That's not where you want to be. But we're going to be there next week, so we can't make fun of anybody who is. And a mistake by Silva. Oh, am I getting around him here? No, I'm not. Daly really trying hard. Wait, okay, yeah. Silva falls back to 15th. So I wonder if there are drivers that are not using rain tires. Is that what happened to Silva and Waidira and Frankie Paquette? I mean, Tarok dropped all the way back to 12th. Um, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss, that it said it was going to rain. So I don't know. Okay, we're on lap 13. We're 50 seconds back already. Why? Let's see. This takes about a minute 45 to get around in one lap. So, I mean, we have a ways to go before we could get lapped, but Ilya absolutely setting a pace that we cannot compete with. I'm trying to make my moves on Samina, but he is absolutely not letting me get by him there. Daniel de Oliveira's moved past Sushi Bar, and perhaps he'll get past Keeble. The other rookie, let's take a look here. Uh, Billy Money. I'm not sure what we should call him. I would actually say his name properly if I knew what it was, but of course I don't. But um, yeah, it probably won't be too long. And we'll be coming up on the lap cars. I wonder what the lap time would be without the rain. Our best lap was lap 5 at 1:47 as Mossberg tries to get past Gonzalez. So the cars have definitely separated at this point, and we've just got 5 cars kind of bunched up together as they make another move on Samina. Come on, Giuseppe. And now Jeff Daly wants to make a move on me. I like seeing Jeff Daly aggressive. Where's that been all year? So after Mossberg is Mendoza and then Cavalagos. That's right here. And then there's Tarok, Paquette, Waidira, last week's winner, and Silva. Well, and then James Keeble. So Keeble is got a fatal blow because when we had the tech issue last week, it only lasted for 3 laps. I'm assuming it's all random. I don't know. But his did not go away so quickly. All right. Great job with the graphics. I mean, I just think the time and effort they put into making this look so good really adds to the overall experience. I guess I would I prefer to run in a pack like we are than to continue to run alone like a lot of these other cars are. Um, I think that's the leader right there, getting ready to lap cars. Okay. We're on lap 15. We still got 18% left of fuel. We will, I'm assuming we'll definitely be the first ones to go into the pit. Everyone else will just keep driving, probably for halfway through, and I'll have pitted twice. Daniel de Oliveira does get past Keeble. Once we do go in the pit, then we'll take a look at the friends list and the team list and see how everyone's doing. Yep, there's the lap cars getting lapped. Lucerna, what is going on with him today? That is so weird. He must have the wrong tires. I mean, he is a level 6 car. That's very strange. Okay, another lap down. That was our fastest lap. 146.812. I mean, we're not even close to what Ilya or Colucci's doing for fastest lap. We're definitely not going to get that today. With, let's see, 146, Daly did 147. Don't feel like we're pulling away though. Samina, pretty good on the straightaway. You know, like some cars are probably just better in the rain. Like Jeff Daly, here's a guy that hasn't competed all year. Given that we've also only got 20 cars, but here he is in seventh place, and without having to worry about pit strategy, which I think is maybe an issue. If you can just go, okay, rain tires, stamp it, halfway, stamp it, and there he goes to getting around me here. Oh no, not gonna make it. But yeah, he's got it figured out today. Interesting. 16, 18. Well, I was thinking we would have a three pit strategy, but maybe because of the rain tires, it might only be a two pit strategy. We'll see. There are only four cars on the track that are within a minute, or three other cars than Ilya on the track within 1 minute of him. That's that is dominance. But as we've learned, it doesn't necessarily mean anything. So we can't take that for granted. But he's he's got it on hyper boost right now. So you got to give him all the credit in the world. Okay, let's see here. Now Samina's pulling away from me. Yeah, like I wonder with Wydira and Silva. I mean, even Tarok. I wonder if they're just waiting to make their moves. You know, with the pit strategies or something. Mossberg falling off the pace too. It's just this is such a weird. I mean, we've had nothing but extra soft tires, average length racetracks, and cooler weather the entire season. We've had no variation, so I have no idea what other people are thinking right now. Or is this a true measure of how good your car is in adverse weather? I don't know. But we're hanging in there at sixth place, and we're just cruising around. We're going to close out lap 19, and I don't know. We're 24. I mean, if we can get to lap 24 before we pit, that would be ideal. So baseball season has started here in the US. Um, it's been a week now, I guess. And they have robot umpires for balls and strikes. And instead of just letting them call balls and strikes, the robots, and just getting every pitch right, now you've got to guess whether, you think it's right or wrong. And you tap on your helmet if you're the batter, the catcher, or the pitcher on any pitch that you choose, but your team only gets two challenges. So if you guess wrong, you only get one more left the rest of the game. And like, if you're going to do it, just do it. Like, I'm so sour on baseball now that I'm an old man, that it, it, nothing that they do makes sense to me anymore. Like, the technology's there, use it. And use it every pitch if you're going to do it. But don't, like, make people guess. Like, getting it right should not be part of the strategy. It should be an automatic, uh, like, part of the game. So I don't know. It's all the same thing with like instant replay and all that. I mean, get the call right, and then sometimes they still don't get it right. But I was watching the Yankees game the other day. I still, I'll watch any baseball game if it's on. And the manager for the Yankees, Wydera, makes a mistake all the way back in 15th. I don't think it's going to set him back that much, though. But I was watching the Yankees game, and the manager was 5 for 5 on making correct calls on pitches. And that's great. That's exactly what you want. But, you know, if he got the first two wrong and then lost his challenges, then he would have just had to have accepted the wrong calls later on. Like, that's just insane to me. I don't know. Anyway, that's my old man. Get off my lawn. Uh, you know, Sky is falling kind of thing. But I definitely, as sports go, I don't care as much. But now with the college basketball Final Four going on, I've got my childhood team, the Michigan Wolverines. Like, I've lived on campus at the University of Michigan, and they're going up against the Arizona Wildcats, where I live 10 miles from campus now, and I follow them pretty closely. Like, I've got University of Michigan apparel, and I've got the Arizona Wildcats apparel, and I can't choose. It's like, you can't. I love the Wolverines, and I've learned to appreciate how good the Wildcats are. If I had to choose, I probably would choose the Wildcats, though, because I've lived more than half my life away from my home state here in the U.S., so it's like, it's kind of like a distant memory for me. And the Wildcats are right, not that far down the road from me, really. 12% in fuel, and we are closing out. Yeah, lap 20, so we're on lap 21 now. And we've all started spreading out. In fact, our fastest lap was lap 18. And, Jeff Daly has fallen off the pace from us. So now we've all kind of spread out a little bit. Um, wow. Ilya just passed the start finish line. That's crazy because I just saw it flip over to lap 21. So we're on lap 21. He's on lap 22 already. and the tires are at 60%. So, I mean, we could go a long way. And maybe I should have used a little bit different of a strategy, but when I go into the pits, I'll probably be a lap down and we'll come out. I mean, we might come out by sushi bar here. I don't know. Well, we'll see. Again, we're not really, you know, it's not about trying to win so much as it is about making sure we just are able to complete the race and put some money in the bank. We did catch Sabina there pretty quickly on that previous corner. It'd be nice if we could get by him, but I guess it's not that important. Yeah, sincerely, kudos to Jeff Daly. He's hanging in there in seventh. And I do pass Sabina into fifth place. Look at that. That's a nice surprise. So Ilya Kalusi, Ankov Brow, and then Ian Wilson in fifth place. Whoa, Sabina caught right up to me there pretty quickly himself. So yeah, I'm pulling away from him on the straightaway there. And then when we slow down into these little curves, he does find a way to catch up right there. And there we go. Kind of pulling away a little bit as we cross the start finish line. Lap 21 was our fastest lap. This is lap 22. 145. That's how we were able to get by him. Almost as fast as Ilya. And we're just getting our second wind. And we'll have to go into the pits here before too long. So lap 20, we're on lap 22. The leader's on lap 23. Kalusi being 30 seconds back of Ilya is incredible. I mean, we just cannot shake Samina. We were able to get by him, but it hasn't really meant a whole lot. Yeah, I mean, when we go into the pits, we will fall back. Probably. Uh, I mean, maybe all the way back to 16th. Oh, Samina's trying to get his spot back. We hold him off there. Hmm. 2, 4, 6. We'll get 6 more laps. Yeah, we'll get to lap 30. So maybe everyone will be pitting around the same time. Sushi Bar making a mistake back there in 18th place. So 19th is the rookie, and then Lucerna in last. How is that possible? So the first quarter of the race is over, right? And we're actually second quarter would be Well, we're in the second quarter. That would be through lap 36. Um, so, hmm, right? Yeah. Okay, 36. Now we're pulling away from Samina again after he just tried to pass us. So yeah, I'm curious about the fourth quarter. Will it stop raining, and how will that affect everything? We might have a new best lap right here. No, about a half a second off. Okay, well, before everyone starts pitting, let's take a look at the stats now because they might get jumbled up, and I think we're seeing the true mark of our cars at this moment. So Ilya has the best lap. I have the third best lap. Nobody's pitted, of course. If I got 4 points, I'd have 92. Um, oh, I guess I still technically could catch Cable. My ego wants to win first place overall, but I'm happy as long as I finish in the top four. Mossberg is outside the top 10, I guess, and Colucci. I don't know. Wait, people aren't pitting yet, are they? No. Okay. Let's take a look at the friends list. A bunch of tech problems that did not start. There's Al Bunch. I want to give a shout out to Al. He is a subscriber to the channel. He follows the baseball stuff. And I guess maybe I've inspired him to join. This is only his second race. Looks like he is pitting already. So welcome to Al. It's kind of fun to have someone who follows my baseball stuff get involved. So good luck to him. And there's everybody else. Jake Clark in first place. And of course, T-Web, he's always in first. He probably just has absolutely ruled that division, that group. And then we'll take a look at the members of the team. Gaston in third place. Good job. And also Danny Gonzalez in third place. And then it's me and Julio in fifth. And then a seventh for Pato. Felipe eighth. Um, Andre 21st. Nick 13th. And Daniel up there in the amateur level in 20th. Good job, team. Okay, let's see. I mean, we've got to be coming up on pits pretty soon here. I mean, we'll probably pit right around lap 30 or so, which would be which will mean pitting before the halfway mark. So, okay, I can't remember what I started on. 62 liters? Is that what I started on? I can't remember now. Um, so if 62 liters gets us near halfway, when we go into the pits, I believe I'll have 64 liters. And technically those extra liters, assuming we don't have to stop and change tires, if it stops raining, should get us to the finish line. So I guess we are doing one stop, unless it rains. So we may start to see everyone pit right around the same time. Jeff Daly's caught up to Samina and looks like he might actually get by him here. Gonzalez right behind Daly. Lots of lap cars out there now. I'm 14 seconds behind Brow. This could end up being a good finish for us. Because if everybody pits at the same time, we come out somewhere in the top eight. We're going to get points and really not even have expected to make points. So good for us. Oh, there's the first pit. Mossberg going in right now. Interesting. He's a little early, I think. But let's keep an eye on his pit time. There he is in the pits. Mossberg's going to fall back quite a bit here. But we want to see what his pit time is. It's probably going to be longer than normal because you're fueling more, I would imagine. 22. No, okay, so it's normal. But he's all the way back in 16th. Yikes. That looks bad, but it's probably normal. The leader, Ilya, is coming up right there. He's going to pass us and put us a lap down. A mistake made by Cavalagos and by Silva. I think that's a third for each of them. Yeah, we are, that's the great thing about not being aggressive is you don't really make as many of those as your opponents do. Okay, let's see if anybody else goes into the pits this time around. So we're on lap 29, and the leader, who just is coming up behind us there, is on lap 30. It's been a long time since we've ever been a lap down. I mean, maybe last season. So I don't know what Ilya's doing today, but he's got it all figured out. But you can't count your chickens before they've hatched. I mean, we've seen a lot of wacky things happen the last 5 laps of every race. We'll see that blue flag pop up any second now. It's crazy. There it is. Damn it. That's crazy. I can't believe it. I think I can get one more lap. Yeah. We'll stay out for one more lap. So we're on lap 30 and he's on lap 31. Well, we almost stopped going into that corner. It's like someone put up a street light right there and said stop. No, come on. No, at least put up a little bit of a fight. That's frustrating. We're in fifth place and we're getting lapped. How about that? Maybe we can keep them behind us before we go into the pits and spare ourselves the indignity of getting past. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. He got us. Damn it. And there's the one. See, this is why I couldn't be a real driver because that would have made me mad and I would have just crashed into him on purpose. Showed him a thing or two. Okay, are we going to go in here or are we going to go one more lap? And we're still at 3%. I mean, I'd like to go one more lap and make it an even 30. So Mossberg must have had it at 60 liters. I think we're at 62. And with rain, you get like an extra liter, I guess. Okay, so Gonzalez is going into the pits. Let's watch his pit time and see if it stays around 22. Man, just watching him fall like that, that's tough. 22, 23, 24, 25. Yikes. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Oh my gosh. 31 seconds. Is he going to stay out in front of Mossberg? Yep. Wow. Oh gosh, we're going to be in 14th or 15th place here. Yeah, we're at 0%, so we're absolutely going in. This time around, he's about to put a second lap down. Okay, here we go. We're going into the pits, I would imagine. No, we're going to stay out. Okay. That's a risk I don't really like, but we'll take it. Oh, wow. Okay. So we're going in on lap 32. Technically not halfway, but I do have, when we go in, we're putting in extra liters the second time around so that we should get to the end of the race. But this could be one of those where we gum it up. What would save us is that if it does stop raining in the final quarter of the race and everyone's got a pit, then that will allow us to get to the finish line. But you know, who knows? I don't know. That's going to make it very exciting though. This has been kind of a slog to get through so far because there hasn't been much action. But I think, like usual, those last 5 laps are going to be bonkers. Okay, who are we coming? Is this Lucerna? Because this is the first guy that we're, yeah. What is his deal today? We should be, um, He should be one of the best cars today. And then I think that's Brian Money there. Okay, we are going into the pits. It's a little early, but we'll take it. We're in on lap 32. Ilya's already on lap 33. Let's see if anybody else comes in. And we're just going to watch our team just fall back. We're in seventh. Mistake made by Mariano Gonzalez back in 16th. We're dropping like flies. Dropping and dropping and dropping. Back to 12th. Yep. Okay. Yep. Well, we got a new group to run with here. I actually did not see how long that was. Coming out in 14th, we're in front of Mossberg and Gonzalez, but we're behind Oliveira in 13th and Waidira. Hmm. Well, let's just see what happens here. I mean, that could have been worse. 14th is okay. Um, hmm. Okay, what was the pit? Where are we? Ah, damn it. Oh, 18 seconds. What? I've got the best pit so far. That's the money. If we can't win the race, at least give us some money. Best lap. Uh, well, we're not even close. Ilya's got a 142. Nobody's going to catch that. We have not been able to really take a good long look here. So I'm back to 14th. I mean, a couple of driver mistakes. Oh, and Ziobro's got a tech problem. And there's the friends list. Lots of tech problems because, maybe they've already promoted or whatever. Saeed Shawan's got a tech problem. All right. Well, Bunch in fifth place, though, in his second race. Okay, so we went on lap 33, and we're one lap down in 14th. So 33, and hypothetically, we would go then on 71. I think it would be 71. We might be one lap short, and we do have a boost, so that'll take an extra liter. So we're going to be 2 laps short, based on just quick basic math. Oh, and it's going to drive right into the grass. All right, that's fine. I hope everybody's happy. Oh, Frankie Paquette. Ilya's got some tire issues. Hmm. Yeah, the best thing that can happen for us right now would be the rain stopping and having everyone switch to whatever tires they chose. Jeff Daly in sixth place. Good job. You see a few other drivers now with some worn tires showing up. So we had a quick pit, but that mistake kind of, I don't know, it's like a 5-second mistake or something that kind of made up for the excellent pit stop we had. So it was like that didn't even happen. Okay, sorry. Gotta drink some of that 3 liters of water. Okay, that's nice. We have a little body of water there. Let's scroll back out, kind of get a lay of the land again. So I wonder what they open this up for. Like all these different possible configurations. Somebody's going into the pits. Oh, Jeff Daly coming into the pits now. This is like lap 36, so technically it's the halfway point. So it makes sense that we would see more people pitting in the next lap or so. Hmm. Maybe, maybe not. Will we gain a spot back on Jeff Daly? I guess we will. 13th, there we go. We'll take it. Daly should get out in front of Mossberg. Yeah, he does. So this is the rookie De Oliveira. Where is he? Right there. And in front of him is Waidira, last week's winner. I do truly wonder, are there races that we use some of these additional, uh, like these sections here where they're blocked off? I kind of wonder if they do, or that would make it fun to come back and race this track again and have some kind of a different configuration. Keep it fresh. Bear with me for 1 second here. Okay, there we go. All right. So big money got past Sushi Bar, and Lucerna gets past Sushi Bar. Took a while, but they got there. And actually, they're coming up on Keeble. Only 4 cars have pitted. Hmm. We don't really seem to be gaining on anybody either. Like you would think um, that with fresh tires, we would be able to catch up to De Oliveira, but we're not. So it's the waiting game now. I mean, there is enough cars here in this group that we could just drive past them on our own, you know, make up all that ground, and then they still have to pit. Okay, Calusi going into the pit. He's in second place. Let's see how far he drops back. He should go in and still come out in front of us. Oh, I don't know. I don't know because we're coming up. There's another pitter. Oh, that's De Oliveira. As we're coming around, well, I think we're actually going to come out Jeff Daly with a mistake. Wow, we're going to gain a couple spots here to 11th. Oh, no, 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 no. That's why. Because Calusi's on the first lap. We're a lap down. That's why we did not gain the Calusi spot. Okay. That makes sense. So he's actually going in and coming out in the same spot. I mean, that's the dream right there. That's what you want. Okay, so De Oliveira back to 15, which is fair. Christoph Brau in fourth place will be going into the pits. Let's see where he falls to. Samina going into the pits. Big Money going into the pits. Will we gain any ground here? Brau out in 24 seconds. Pretty decent. Falling back. Still coming out in front of us, though. Giuseppe took 25 seconds. We're going to come out. Nope. Giuseppe's going to come out right in front of us and cut us off. No, that was unnecessary. Hmm. So we're the leader's on lap 41. We're on lap 40. So we're technically into the third quarter of the race. Um, so that's 54. So when we get to lap 54, or when the leader gets to lap 54, it may actually stop, like it's potentially a possibility that it could stop rating. Oh, I didn't even notice, but we got past Samina and we are in 11. I can't tell if we're actually catching up on the group in front of us. The sushi bar finally into the pits. Hmm. Okay, Ilya is entering the pits for the first time, and that is at lap 41. He's ran a perfect race so far. And the only way that this could hurt him would be, um, if he pits now and then the rain stops and he's got to go right back in. He may lose a little bit of whatever advantage he had, but or if he has a technical problem. But he's built up such a gigantic lead that I don't know how he can not win even if he gets a technical problem. He's already in, he's already out. The second place car is a minute 33 behind him before that, that pit. So I don't know. Oh, a mistake by Cavalagos. I think it's like his third or fourth mistake. That'll help us catch him at least a little bit more likely to catch him because he's right in front of us there. Keeble with his technical issue that happened so early, he's still out there. He's still just putzing around. That's going to be us next week. Not going to be very entertaining, but yeah, you gotta ride out that final race, collect a paycheck. So, I mean, when you get promoted, is it random? Like, are you just put into a random amateur group, or um, like with Daniel, our captain, being in amateur level, would it allow us to team up in the same amateur level? Like, how do you, when you do a strategy, there's a strategy that says, help teammates or whatever. Like, it would be great if, as uh, we all get promoted, we all end up in the same level, in the same group. That would be fun. Fernando Mendoza in fourth place. He'll be going into the pits, as is Frankie Paquette in sixth. We'll gain a couple spots here, I believe. Also, Tarok and Cavalago. So we're going to gain a whole bunch of spots. This will get us into the points. We pitted so many laps ago, and they're pitting now. I mean, what advantage did they get out of that? I mean, we will have to pit one more time, but we're going to be so far ahead of them that it may not even make a difference. Well, some of them are already leaving. Mossberg up to 10th. Ankov going into the pits. Okay, so we're in 7th place. Samina's in 8th. Daly's in 9th. A mistake made by Silva. Falls back to 5th. He's in front of us in that group that you see right over here. I mean, we could get into 4th place just by driving on our own. Mendoza making an error. Ankov into the pits. 27 seconds. When we cross the start-finish line here, we'll see exactly what the difference is. It's not accurate right now. Let's see. Okay, so 10-second difference between us and Silva. We're 2.5 minutes off the pace by Ilya. That's a dominant performance. I just don't see how he loses unless his car just goes out of the race. He could drive it over into that water, into this little lake, and he would still lead. Wow, look at that. Did oh no, that's not Jeff Daly. That's like Calusi or something. It is Calusi coming up to Lapis, so he's the second car to Lapis. And we're in 7th. So Keeble has not pitted yet. Neither has Lucerna. Oh, Sushi Bar is officially out. Oops, we got a little bit of a lag here. Hmm, what's the deal? I've never had this happen before. Hmm. Data loading failed. Race will resume automatically when your connection is restored. I don't think we have a connection problem. Hmm. Let's go out and then come back in. We saw this problem happen when we were trying to load. I wonder if it'll continue from right where we were before. Are we having a connection problem? Huh, no, we've got our connection's fine. Interesting. Well, that's a real pisser. This has got to have something to do with their servers. Hmm. Okay, well, what I'm going to do is we will pause the recording and we'll come back and restart it when the race is resumed. We'll pause it. We'll be back. Okay, I guess we're back. Hell if I know what happened there. Uh, it did take a few minutes for it to fix itself, but once it did, we could get right back to it here. So we're recording. We're back right where we left off, I believe, in seventh place on lap 44. Um, Waidira and Silva have yet to pit. Okay, Silva will be going into the pits here, so we'll gain that spot back. And we've got 21% left. Now we could, I mean, 142. I mean, it's possible we could go the rest of the way. Um, let's see. I don't know. It's possible we could go the rest of the way and be fine. So, as I mentioned before, for whatever reason, um, server went down. That it could be total chaos if the rain stops in the fourth quarter of the race. So we're in the third quarter now, and we're in a good spot. We're in sixth place. This is about what I expected to happen for us today. We are 12 seconds behind Brow, and Pierre Waidira has not pitted yet. Um, actually, he just got passed by Brow. So, we just, and they're right there in front of us. As we back out, that's them right there. We could catch them all on our own somehow, perhaps. At some point, Waidira will go in, as someone is going in right now. That is Keeble, finally going into the pits. So when Waidira does go in, we'll gain his spot. I can't imagine Waidira is going all the way. But you know what? He's playing with house money. He won the last race, his first win of the year. So you know what? Maybe he's just like, hey, we got it made here. I don't know. We'll see. And this is Calusi behind us, looking to be the second car to lap us. And I'm assuming he's going to get that done now that he's caught us. So we're on lap 45. The lead cars are on lap 46. At this point, realistically, the best we could do would be third, which would be great. But fifth, possibly fourth would be our best options. And then, next week we'll just be taking a Sunday drive. I hope for the final race, I hope there's, hardly any rain. That would be good. From what I understand, that when you get promoted, whatever level your car parts are at individually, that's where you start at the amateur level, and they start all new. So I'm looking forward to like having completely new parts at the next level. Like I said, I don't want to spend any money unnecessarily here. Who was that we just passed? Okay, it's Daniel de Oliveira. He's back in 17th. Okay, well, now it's just a waiting game. Like we're just waiting for something to happen. Ilya must not be that far behind us to lap us again, because he's already on lap 48, and we're on lap 46. Wow, that's just absolutely bonkers. Waidira did not go in. We are catching him. We're on the same straightaway. We're on the same stretch. He does have worn tires, so we may catch him before he even goes into the pits, assuming that he does. The only thing I can think of with Juan Lucerna is that maybe he did not have rain tires on his car today. And that's why a level 6 car is back in 16th place. I get well, no, because he's gone this far. He would never have gone this far on hard tires. So he must have used rain tire. I don't know. These are not things that I'm aware of. Frankie Paquette is going into the pits again? That can't be right. He just went at lap 42. Or is he just coming out? No. Wait, what's happening? Oh, he is going into the pits again. How did that happen? He went at 42 and then he's going again at 48? That's weird. Didn't show a technical issue. Well, that'll ruin his day. We've still got 18% on our fuel, so I mean, I think we're going to be all right. And Waidira is finally going into the pits, so we'll move up to fifth. Right here. Okay, here's a car that is 3 laps down. Is this big money? It is big money. He's still out there running. Waidira back to 8th place. And Silva and Mossberg will get in front of him as Widero's in 10th. And now he doesn't have very much time to make it up. So it would be fun. It's unnecessary, but it would be fun to see what happens if the rain stops. Because it will all go haywire, you know? I mean, that would be fun. But I don't need the stress. So Mossberg's in ninth, and he went on lap 28. He was the first one in. I really don't think we have enough to get to the end of the race. So the rain coming would be great for us. I mean, the rain coming. I mean, the rain stopping would be a good benefit to us. We're only 3 seconds behind Brow. Oh no, now we're 6 seconds behind Brow. Okay, so we're not going to catch him on our own. And in fact, Samina could catch us. We are longer into this stretch than Brow or Samina. Brow in front of us, Samina behind us. So they should be doing better than us. Mariano Gonzalez with a technical issue. Wait, where's Keeble? Oh yeah, okay, Keeble. Okay. So Gonzalez in 13th with the technical issue. Lucerna still has not stopped. This guy's just jamming all the way to the end. How many gas tanks does he have? Didn't help him. Jeff Daly, great job. 7th place. Brow, this will be a great finish for him too. Widera with a mistake. And Lucerna finally does have tire issues. Um, what lap are we on? So we're on lap 50 right now. We are. So in 4 more laps for us, we'll be in the fourth quarter of the race. And we'll see what happens. I mean, maybe nothing happens. Maybe it just rains all the way through. So if we were to go into the pits right now, I mean, we could fall all the way back to 12th or 13th because we do have to pit at one point here. So if we pit before it stops raining and then have to pit again, then we've absolutely thrown ourselves off a cliff. So a 5th place finish where we're at now would be great, but I mean, we're probably not going to get a top 10 unless there's a total chaos scenario where everybody's has to pit because it stopped raining. That's what we have to hope for. Is that somehow we come out of the chaos with a couple of points. So we have a multi-lap car coming up. And then I thought I saw Frankie. Yep, there's Frankie. And then that would be Brow right there. So there we are. There's Brow. We have kind of improved our deficit a little bit. And then there's Samina behind us. And we get around that lap car. I think that's Lucerna. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, yeah, now it's just a waiting game. The leader's on lap 53. So when the leader gets to lap 54, it could stop raining. Does it stop raining for him while we're still 2 laps behind? Or a lap and a half? Or will it just stop when we cross? Because there's like a weird time warp with this game where like it happens for everybody when you cross the start finish line. Okay, we're up to 4 seconds behind Brow. So gaining a second every lap. Let's get around Frankie with the high octane maple syrup in that car today. Hmm. You think we would just get by this guy, but maybe not. Okay, there we go. See ya. And now we're coming up on Brow. And the leader's on lap 54. And we're on lap 52. And that's really the only thing left to settle is whether or not the rain stops. Because we will have to pit one way or another and we will fall off the pace. It would be terrible if we had to pit and then the rain stopped. And then we'd have to pit again. Okay, we are coming right up. We're within 1 second of Brow for fourth place. I can't even believe we're competing for fourth. I mean, we didn't do anything special to this car today. We qualified high, and we're like every race, we qualified and finished lower than where we qualified at. We qualified second, so we're technically -3 spots for the race. All right, I see you, Brow. Right there. Well, even um Frankie is pretty close. Oh, Cavalagos. He's got a technical issue now too. That just happened. All right, so we are on lap 53. When we cross here, it'll be lap 54. Will the rain stop? Let's find out. We're going to get right past him here. Oh, no, we're not. Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. Still raining. As we've crossed into the fourth quarter of the race, we have 9% left in fuel. Lucerna will finally pit. He went as far as he could. He got him nowhere, really. 16th place. I don't know, man. I don't know. It just doesn't ever seem to work. Okay, let's get around Brow here. Let's let's just take a look at the live standings. So Keeble will get no points today, and Ilya would get 10 to get him past Mossberg. And I mean, Mossberg, there is a chance that he could not qualify for promotion, and it could be Ankov. So Ankov is doing what he's got to do, but he is always the one that gets the bad luck. For Daly and Giuseppe, it'll be the first time in the points this year if things hold up. So good job by them. All right, will the rain stop when we cross the finish line? This is the question we ask every time now. Nope, we're still going. All right. Shoot. Well, we've got, I don't know how many more laps can we go here. I'm not sure. With 9% left, getting 2 laps per 3 liters, I guess. Mossberg will be going into the pits. That's exactly what he does not need to do, especially if he has to go in again to change tires when and if it stops raining. So Mossberg, this is exactly the worst case scenario for him. Hmm. All right, we're gonna get around him here. No, come on. Now, wow, Mossberg all the way back to 13th, even beyond a technical car. All right. Okay, next lap. Lap 56. We're 3 minutes behind the leader. That's insane. And we're still at 9%. Keep in mind that when we get to lap 70, we're moving into fourth place finally. There we go. Good job. When we get to lap 70, we'll have a boost, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. Happy to be in fourth place, though. Ankov is 25 seconds in front of us, 28 seconds in front of us. So that ain't happening. We're as good as we're going to get, you know, under the circumstances. I don't think we could ever get better than fourth now, but still a lot that could be determined. We'll see. Wow, we got past Brow and then just started pulling away. All right. Oh, lap 52 was our best lap. I didn't even see that happen. 145. That's nice. That must have been the lap that we caught up to Brow. Okay, closing out another lap. We'll be on lap 57. All right. Every time I'm waiting for the rain to stop. I just don't think it's going to. I mean, a 50 to 60% chance in the fourth quarter of the race for it to stop. I mean, 40% technically that it could stop. It's no guarantee. And we got to pass this lap car. That's not Keeble, is it? Nope, that's Daniel de Oliveira. Okay. Well, we are just pulling away from everybody. 4 cars with technical issues today. And we are down to 6%. So Mossberg went at 55. Hmm. Okay, so we're on lap 58. I think we'll end up having to go on lap 64, which is just terrible. But um, add 30 seconds. Yeah, we could fall back to 9th or 10th if that were to happen. So we would be out of the points as well, but hmm, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, there's really nothing else left to really consider at this point. The only thing that would make this race more interesting is if there's a technical issue that happens to one of the cars that are in, the top 5 in the standings, um, or if it stopped raining. That's it. That's all we're waiting to happen. Otherwise, this could just go right to the end. All right, passing the finish line. Still raining. Okay, we are in lap 59. Still got 6% fuel. So yeah, we're going to get to lap 64 before we have to pit. Will anybody else also pit? Or is everybody else going to the end of the race? 24 seconds behind Ankov. I mean, Ankov has had the worst luck of any of us, and yet he's got it. If he stays in third place, he's still got a chance to get the fourth spot in the final race if Mossberg doesn't have everything aligned for him. So it'll while when we compete next week, there may not be a lot of excitement or really have anything on the line. But for other drivers, there will be some, at least for two drivers, there'll be something on the line. Okay, this will be lap 60, and it's still raining. So we've completed 59 laps. We're on lap 60. The leader is on lap 61, so he must be right behind us. Yeah, there he is in the white car. So he's going to lap us for a second time. That's crazy. I can't even believe it, but I don't know what is so special about his car today, but it's absolutely uh, second to nobody else in performance. I mean, I would imagine that Ilya probably said, I'm going to do whatever I got to do today to win this race, maxing out everything, and then um, just to make sure that he's guaranteed the number two spot or a spot anyway. We've put 5 seconds between us and Brow. 321. So when we pit, we could come out in eighth place. It's possible. The way that we are, still putting time in between us and some of the second tier cars. Okay, and it's still raining. Okay, so we're on lap 61 now. And we're down to 3%. Yeah, we'll go in on lap 64 or maybe 65. I mean, nobody in front of us will have to pit technically. Um, and really, only Jeff Daly in eighth could have his day ruined if he had to pit one more time, regardless of whether it rains or doesn't. But if it's going to stop, this is the time for it to happen for us. Like, just make it happen so we can go in and, you know, take advantage of the situation. Yeah, Mossberg back in 13th. He's not going to get any points today. That's tough. Okay, here we go. What's going to happen? No, it's still raining. Okay, so we're on lap 62, and we're down to 0% fuel. So we might get one more lap after this one. So we might go in on lap 63 or 64. All right, Ankov. Ilya. There you go, buddy. 2 laps down. Hmm. Yeah, lap 60 was our best lap. 1:45.1. Do we still have the best pit? Let's find out. We haven't really looked at this stuff in a while. Best lap is Ilya. There's our best lap was the sixth best. We do still have the best pit by quite a bit. I guess we just kind of got lucky there. Mossberg would still have fourth place going into the final race, everything ending the way it does now, with a 9-point lead. Wow. So Ankov would have to finish second in the last race, and Mossberg, or first or second, and Mossberg would have to not get a point. If that happens, Ankov's in, Mossberg's out as of right now. That's crazy. Could happen. Look at all the tech problems here at the end of the season. This is the friends list. Hey, good job, Al Bunch. Second place in the second race. This is like an all new rookie league, though. Like they just had a new league created at like 2 or 3 races ago. So there's not that many people actually competing in it. Not to take anything away from Al Bunch, because that's great, but I'm just saying in general. Good job. And then there is the um, wait, what is this? It shows that I'm in eighth, -4. What does that mean? I'm in fourth place. Wait, does the race know something I don't know? I don't know. I don't want to know. I suspect we'll be going into the pits here, though. It'll be lap 64. We're closing out lap 63. So I suspect we'll go in here, and this will drop us back to eighth. Hopefully not further than ninth. Oh, Ilya's going into the pits. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Well, and we're into the pits as we should be. Is there anybody else that's going to have to pit now? Hope not. All right. Let's see. We're in fourth. There's fifth, sixth, seventh. Daly's going to get by us. There's eighth. And then perhaps Widera. If we have a quick one, let's go. And there we go. Okay. So we're still going to get a point here. And that's great. That's fine. But now if it stops raining, then we're screwed. Because the game will automatically force us, um, into the pits to change tires. So Ilya came in and came back out, and it was like not a big deal. And that was a good pit for us too. I mean, that's more like the norm for us. When we cross the finish line this time around, we'll see where we're at compared to Jeff Daly. Actually, we probably could just. Oh, there he is, right there. I think. Yeah, I think that was Jeff Daly. Can we get a couple more points by boosting on by him? What's Widera behind us? I'm not concerned about him really. Funny that the first place and the second place kind of out of it, third place out of it, and it's fourth and fifth that's still competing like mad dogs, you know? Okay, so this is going to be lap 65. Oh, wow. Oh, it stopped raining! No! Oh, no! Oh, shit, Colucci's going in. Oh, that worked out great for Colucci. He could get first place. You see, everybody. Oh, no. Wait, come on. What the hell? Come on, man. There we go. Silva's made a mistake. Oh, no, no. Oh, no. This is going to be the total chaos that we expected. Let's just see what happens here. I mean, this could be wacky. We will go one lap without pitting. I mean, Colucci just had the perfect timing. Rufo Tarok makes a mistake. I mean, it's because he got rain tires on a dry track, in theory. Samina Daly going in. Brow going in. I don't think we'll go in right away. I think we have to go one more lap, which is fine. Oh man, can you believe that? That makes it interesting though. We are staying out. Widera's going in, and we're moved up to fifth. Let's go. Let's put some distance in between here. Let's see. Widera's going in. Let's see how this jumbles things up. Tarok's going in. Coming up on a disabled vehicle. All right. Wow, Widera. Long time. Mossberg's got to go in. Oh, that kills his day. All right, so we're coming around here. I think we will pit. I believe we'll pit. And we'll see what that does to us. I mean, I think that just, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think we, I think it's going to kill us for today. But at least it made it interesting. Oh, man. Gonzalez into the pits. Paquette, Cabalagos, and Jackson. All right, let's see what happens here. Let's just change those tires and get out. We got plenty of gas. I have no idea how far we'll fall back because of this. I mean, maybe to seventh or I don't think we'll fall back to eighth. Just change the tires. Ah, seventh, eighth. Shit. Let's go. Really? Okay, well, we're eighth. And we've got the right tires on. We've got a boost left. And now we are on lap 67. There's Silva going in. Ankov has worn tires. Yeah, that third pit, that was that was too bad. It almost, I mean, in a weird way, it almost worked. But Oh well. Looks like we may get 1 point. Okay, so when we cross here, we'll see where everyone's at. All right. So we are officially 7 seconds behind Daly, and we've got a boost. Who is this? Is this Calusi in front of us? It is. Get out of the way. I can't wait to see what that does to everybody else, but we'll save that for the end. We won't check now. I want to see how that wrecked everybody else's day if it did. Keeble going into the pits right now. Or no, I'm sorry, he just came out of the pits. All right, let's see what happens. It's possible that nothing happens. I mean, basically, it was almost completely settled anyway at that point. The only people it truly affected was me and Mossberg, who was forced to pit early anyway. Earlier than the rain stopping. Somebody just went in. Oh, Ankov. Oh gosh, let's see. Well, that won't hurt him either. He'll come out in third place. So, not a big deal. All right. So we are now on lap 69. Next time we pass. Oh, Christoph Brew in front of us has a technical issue that will help us get past him for sure into seventh. I mean, he's just right there. So we'll catch him for sure because we got our boost. So give us a couple of more points. Daly got past him. Will we get past Daly? Daly is right here. We could get sixth place, technically. We're not going to catch Samina. But let's go here. We're going to get right past Brew. Sorry, Brow right now. Go, go, go. He's letting you go. Yeah, there we go. Okay, into seventh. Now we got you, Daly. And we're getting ready to. We're on lap 69, so this is going to be lap 70. This will be our boost lap. All right, 68 was our fastest lap, obviously. Did anybody have a better pit than us? No, we still have best pit. Okay. All right, maybe we can still get the fastest lap. I mean, Daly's right there. We will get past Daly for sure if the game will let us. Let's go. Go, go, go. We'll get sixth place, which is going to be great. I mean, we should be very proud of ourselves. Despite all of the issues, to get a few points out of this will be perfectly fine. Ilya, I believe, is on the last lap, or he may have already finished. I'm not sure. We got past Daly like it was nothing into sixth place. So good job. That's the most we can hope for today. I mean, we're a better car than Calusi in this moment. Even Frankie Paquette got past Daly. All right. Closing up lap 70, going to lap 71. Calusi, I think is finishing right here, right? Yes, so he's done. Calusi finishes second. Great job by him. Daly deserves a lot of accolades for today. He'll get seventh, it looks like. Wydera could catch him. He's right there. Maybe not. We'll see. Browse dropped all the way out of the points. That's a pisser. Samina. Oops. I think Samina's right there. So we're not going to catch him. Lap 70 was our best lap. 129.8. That's crazy. What if we end up getting the best lap? Better than 129. No, because Ilya's had a better lap than we did last lap. I mean, this will be considered an underperformance, finishing in sixth based on our car, but still, sixth place is plenty good. All right. Ankov will be coming around. Final lap. Lap 71 was our best lap. Better than Ilya. Oh, man, that's crazy. Wait, who's this in front of us? Is it Samina? Wait, no, who's this? Mariano Gonzalez. Oh, he's behind us. Oh, he's one lap down because we're now on the main lap. Okay, I understand. I I thought we were getting ready to pass a car on our lap. Okay, so Ankov should be crossing the finish line here pretty quickly. Good race for him. He needed that. Stay alive. And then we'll see how it all wraps up after that. Well, I mean, this was a lot of fun today. It didn't go as poorly as it could have, and we're grateful for that. We'll take sixth place. There it is. Ankov will get the final spot. Ilya, another win. Calusi, another second place. And Ankov third, staying alive in hopes of getting a promotion. It'll come down to next week for him and for Mossberg. And here we are, folks. It's Silva, Samina, and then we're wrapping it up right here in sixth place. Okay, let's take a look at the final stuff. Best lap. Yes, we had the best lap. Give us that money. That is amazing. That's $1 million right there. And we had the best pit. Thank you very much. And we got 3 points. And we definitely have got promoted, so we're not worried about that. Ilya, with his win, moves past Mossberg, and there's only, as I mentioned before, a 9-point differential. Not impossible for Ankov to get past Mossberg. Great job for Calusi, who's got 50 points now. Wydera gets a point. Silva, after missing 2 races, back getting a few points today. And Samina and Daly, first time getting points all year. Better late than never. Good job by those two. Here's the friends list. Who do we have for winners today? Of course, T-Web and Jake Clark. Stewart finished third. That's a great performance. And Steven finished fourth. Edwin Torres finished third. Eunice finished second. And Al Bunch did finish second as well. Martin Rome fourth. Good job, guys. And we'll take a look at the team. Hey, Danny Gonzalez finished second. Gaston and Felipe finished third. And Julio finished fourth. And then me, Pato. Andre had a tech problem. That's going to happen. Nick, 12th. And Daniel finished 22nd up in amateur. Good job. Okay, there we go, guys. Well, this had a little bit of everything today. It had all kinds of. I mean, the server went down, and we had to pause it and come back. I mean, it didn't go smoothly. The rain did stop, but unfortunately, we'd already pitted beforehand. Otherwise, we probably would have finished fourth, and that would have been exciting. So, thank you all for watching. A lot longer than we wanted it to be today. Like and/or subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you on Friday for the last race of the season. Still some stuff on the line, still some things to be determined. So check back in then. Until then, everyone, have a great day.